What a Saturday in the CAA. There is a three-way tie atop the conference standings with 2 weeks to play after Richmond held off previously unbeaten New Hampshire and William & Mary rallied past Hampton. Delaware, Elon, and Rhode Island are also within a game of first place after wins on Saturday, while Towson and Stony Brook got victories at home. Let's break it down even more. In a top 25 battle, number 14 Richmond held off number 17 New Hampshire 40-34 after a wild second half that saw 43 points scored. UR quarterback Reese Udinski threw scoring passes of 4 yards to Leroy Henley and 13 yards to Nick DeGennaro to give the Spiders a 24-0 second quarter lead. However, UNH cut the gap to 24-7 as Max Brosmer connected on a 46-yard Hail Mary pass to Huron Moriso on the final play of the first half. The two teams traded touchdowns on 5 consecutive possessions in the third quarter. UNH freshman Joey Corcoran caught a 32-yard scoring pass, and Dylan Labe contributed, look at this, a 100-yard kickoff return and a 4-yard touchdown run in the third period, while the Spiders maintained their lead thanks to a 1-yard Fanée Webb scoring run and a 39-yard touchdown catch by Henley. Wildcats pulled within 37-34 on a 1-yard pass from Brosmer to Moriso with 11:06 left. UNH drove to the Richmond 35-yard line in the final seconds, but another Hail Mary attempt was batted away as time expired.
The Hail Mary is in the air, and it is knocked down and incomplete. The game is over. The Spiders come racing off their sideline. They hang on and survive.
What a day for quarterback Nolan Henderson. He threw for 323 yards and 5 touchdowns and ran for another score as number 18 Delaware topped Monmouth 49-17. The Hawks sprinted out to a 7-0 lead on a 69-yard scoring run by no other than Jaden Sheridan, who topped the 200-yard mark for the 4th time this season. However, Henderson fired a 13-yard touchdown pass to Thyra Pitts, a 49-yarder to Jordan Towson, and an 8-yarder to Chandler Harvin to move on top 21-10 at the end of the first quarter. Delaware took control of the game by scoring 3 times in the final 5:34 of the second quarter. The Hens got a 2-yard touchdown run from Henderson, a 34-yard run by Kyron Cumby, and an 18-yard touchdown pass to take a commanding 42-10 halftime advantage. William & Mary used its powerful rushing attack to rally past Hampton 20-14. The Tribe ran for 309 yards in the game, which was its 3rd straight contest with more than 300 yards. A 9-yard touchdown run by Bronson Yoder on the opening drive of the game put William & Mary on top, but Hampton drew even early in the second quarter on Elijah Burris's 18-yard scoring burst. An Ethan Chang field goal gave the Tribe a 3-point edge at half, but the Pirates moved on top 14-10 late in the third quarter as Darren Butts broke loose for a 23-yard touchdown run. However, William & Mary needed just 30 seconds to regain the lead as Malachi Emo galloped 49 yards for a touchdown.
To the run game, breaks some tackles, and is still on his feet. And William & Mary answers right back with an incredible touchdown run.
Quarterback Kasim Hill accounted for 285 yards and 3 touchdowns as number 23 Rhode Island edged Maine 26-22, ending a 14-game losing streak in the series. That one had to feel good. The Black Bears went up 10-0 early in the second quarter on Elijah Barnwell's 2-yard touchdown run. But the Rams got on the board late in the period on a 63-yard scoring strike from Hill to Ed Lee. Rhode Island took a 14-13 advantage on the opening drive of the second half on Hill's 7-yard run. However, Maine answered right back with an 18-yard scoring pass from Joe Fagiano to Rohan Jones that made it 19-14. A Hill 9-yard touchdown run late in the third quarter put the Rams ahead 20-19 before a 39-yard field goal by Maine's Cody Williams gave the Black Bears a 2-point edge. Rhode Island then drove 75 yards and scored the winning touchdown on a 1-yard run by Marcus DeShields with 7:17 remaining. Now let's head to Rhodes Stadium. Elon's defense, let's talk about it, recorded 10 sacks, matching the most by any FCS team this season, and posted a 27-3 win over UAlbany for its 6th straight home victory. The Phoenix limited the Great Danes to 210 total yards, including 49 on the ground. A 16-yard touchdown run by Jalen Hampton gave Elon an early lead, but UAlbany trimmed the deficit to 4 on a 26-yard John Opalko field goal on the final play of the first quarter. The Phoenix pulled away in the second quarter on a 36-yard scoring burst from Malik Griffin and a 5-yard touchdown run from Hampton that made it 21-3. Elon's defense took over from there as 8 different players recorded a sack and the Phoenix forced 3 turnovers. Skylar Davis tacked on a pair of field goals, including a 52-yarder that was his 5th over 50 yards this season. Towson used a dominant performance from its defense to down Villanova 27-3 and earn its 2nd straight victory. The Tigers held the Wildcats to 153 total yards and their lowest points scored since 2018. Villanova took a 3-0 first quarter lead on Matthew Mercurio's 25-yard field goal, but Towson reeled off 27 unanswered points. A 26-yard touchdown pass from Tyrell Pigrome to Isaiah Perkins on the first play of the second quarter put Towson on top to stay. After field goals of 22 and 42 yards from Keegan Yawn, Pigrome and Perkins hooked up again on a 10-yard scoring toss with 11:22 remaining. That made it 20-3. The Tigers put the game away when Diego Hunter returned a punt 77 yards for a touchdown with 9:23 left.
Down to the 40, 30, 25, 20,
He's
15,
got it.
10, touchdown, Diego Hunter.
Angelo Guglielmello booted a game-winning 37-yard field goal as time expired to lift Stony Brook past Morgan State 24-22. Trailing 10-7 at the half, the Seawolves' Ross Tallarico, who rushed for a career-high 151 yards, scored his 2nd touchdown of the day on a 2-yard run to put Stony Brook on top. A 4-yard scoring pass from Darwin Bryden to Tyler Tavera increased the lead to 11 late in the third period. Morgan State rallied for a pair of fourth-quarter touchdowns, including a 57-yard pass that gave the Bears a 22-21 lead with 1:37 to go. However, Bryden guided Stony Brook on a 56-yard drive to set up Guglielmello's winning field goal. Thanks so much for tuning in to another week of CAA football. We'll see you next Saturday.